of what happened since is gone. But I remember the accident. Twins, whose parents had died in the crash, and a third with his mother from Spokane. His Hubbard. Under circumstances, it would have been funny. Old Mother Hubbard. I thought I heard an intern tell the woman that her child was dead. You and your brother, you were fine. Later, Miss Hubbard came to me and said that her baby was okay. I was so busy that I didn't see.
Wait a minute. You're saying she took my brother? She stole Booth?
So you said his name was Hubbard?
Right. Booth Hubbard.
And an old mother? I bet he must have heard that a lot growing up, huh?
Maybe.
Come on.
The thing of it is, I didn't even know I had a brother till about a month ago. I have no idea where to find him or how to get in touch with him. But I think he was raised by foster parents about 20 years ago.
Here we are. Hubbard. Hey. Huh. That's strange.
What? What's strange?
Well, it's just that there's only a couple of names here. We move the kids around every 6 months so that emotional bonds don't get too tight, but I would have figured there would have been more than 2 names. Huh.
It's a start.
Here you go. You could start with the Nelsons. They're still taking children.
Thanks.
Okay. Oh, good luck. You must really be looking forward to finding your brother, huh?
You have no idea. Hello? Hello?
Yeah. Can I help you?
Mrs. Nelson?
Booth? Is it you?
It sure is.
Virgil, it's Booth. Booth Hubbard. Well, look at how tall you got and how handsome. Virgil, look at how handsome Booth turned out to be.
Maybe if you stop gushing over him long enough, you'll invite him inside.
Oh, Chip, come on in.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
How are you, Booth?
I'm good.
The place probably looks pretty much as you remember it. Get it painted every couple of years. Every now and again, Virgil brings home some remainder carpet.
Robert, come down here and meet Booth. He was one of our foster kids once, just like you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
Just call me Booth.
Yes, sir.
We can't give you your old room. Robert's got it now. But there's a spare room at the end of the hall. Robert, why don't you show Booth where the room is? I'll get some supper on.
Thank you.
What's he doing here?
Beats me.
You know, somehow I figured it out.
What we did? No way in hell.
What if he did?
Then he'll have to die, won't he? Now, what can I do to help get dinner on?
I didn't kill my wife. But I did. I didn't even know I had a brother. I couldn't live your life. also have arranged for you to live mine.
So, you've been on the East Coast all these years?
Mostly. Always meant to make my way back down here, but you know how it is.
One thing and another all keeps getting in the way.
What exactly did you do on the East Coast?
A little this, a little that. Worked my way from Maine down to Florida.
It's a good thing moving around the country. Gives man a fresh point of view.
Sure does.
Well, I gotta put some time in the workshop. See y'all in the morning.
Okay. Good night.
And now that you're on the road to see him, maybe we should also talk about having a family.
I like it.
I love you.
Well, what do you think?
About what?
About the price of tomatoes. About our visitor.
I can't read him.
Me neither. Maybe that bag of his will offer an inkling as to why he's here.
Like how?
Like if he's got a gun. You look into it tomorrow?
Yeah.
How'd you sleep?
Pretty good.
You're quite a surprise, you know that?
Yeah? Why's that?
You're the first one of our kids ever pay us a visit.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, we get a Christmas card and the like from some of them, and every once in a while a postcard from across the country, but you're the first one to ever show up in the flesh.
I always meant to drop the line.
Nothing to apologize for. You were only here a few months, and the social worker moved you to another place.
Well, I always had a special feeling about the time I spent here. Yeah, as a matter of fact, the only family I can remember is the Thomases. I went to them after I stayed here.
Wouldn't know nothing about that. You never tell us where the kids go after they leave here.
Seems a shame, though. Oh, I'm here. I'd like to go by and see them, too.
You probably get their names the same place you got ours.
I asked. Didn't have anything in the records.
Must have gotten lost or something.
Yeah, I guess.
Dinner at 6, right on the button, just like last night.
I wouldn't want to miss that.
No, sir.
See you then.
Uh-huh. Who's Hubbard?
Your aforementioned foster child.
He's asking questions, snooping around.
But you said he couldn't have known.
There's no way.
And yet suddenly you're worried.
Yeah.
Withers,
Mr. Slam.
you got a solution to the problem?
I'll find one.
Now, you can get back to business.
Everything will be ready tonight or tomorrow.
Good. Damn client's been on the phone 5 times a day. Says he can't wait to get his hands on our next delivery.
His hands and everything else. As soon as Withers takes care of Hubbard, I'll have all the information for him.
Virgil. You sure there's no way Hubbard could have known?
Well, what the hell's the difference? I mean,
The difference is, if he knows, he could have told someone else.
there's no way he could ever connect what happened back to me.
Let's hope so. For all our sakes.
What is it that you're looking for, Mr.
Booth Hubbard. You don't remember me, do you?
To be terribly honest, no. How long ago were you a student here?
20 years, give or take a few.
Well, I like to think I can keep all of you in mind, but every year there's a new batch, and God knows my memory sure isn't improving with age. I suppose I should be flattered that you remember me. Your folks still live around here?
I was living with foster parents. The Nelsons, out on Route 40.
Oh, yes. Now it's coming back. You're one of the boys who disappeared.
Disappeared.
Well, we always figured that you run away. Yes, now I remember. You'd moved on from the Nelsons. I think it was the Thomases you were staying with. I recall how upset Mrs. Thomas was that you'd gone away. But that happened all the time with your foster children.
The Thomases, they still live around here?
Oh, no. They were killed in an awful plane crash all those years ago. It was just a terrible, sad thing. They would have been so pleased, though, to see how good things turned out for you.
You sound surprised.
Well, now that I think back on it, you were a bit of a hellraiser.
I used to worry you were just one step away from reform school.
Funny. Don't remember misbehaving that badly.
Well, it wasn't as if we had to put your face on a wanted poster.
There you go. Thanks. No problem. Take care. Miss Nelson? Anybody home?
Mrs. Nelson asked me to get you some fresh towels. I put it on the table beside your bed.
Hey, thanks.
If there's anything else you need, just let me know.
I'll do that.